Hello friends, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. In today's video, I have a lot to share with you. First of all, we're going to set up our budget for the month of January. We're going to do a weekly budget check-in for the first week of January. I also have some big savings challenges to do with you guys and cash envelope stuffing. And then finally, we're going to have a Q&A session at the end of the video. So I hope you'll stick around for that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, I'm going to start today by sharing the stickers that I'm going to be using in today's budget setup. Stickers are totally not necessary for budgeting. They just make it a whole lot more fun. So I'm starting with my January 3/24 Budget Mom Budget by Paycheck Workbook Complete Pack. So this is the complete pack. It includes a monthly spread with the sidebar, the date dots, and then the 2 start options. You can either do a Sunday start option or a Monday start. And then we have the thick washi for the bottom of the monthly spread, 4 budget titles, a meal plan sticker kit, 4 cash envelope titles, and 4 expense tracker titles. I also have some add-ons that I'm going to be using today. I did the end of the month add-on. This comes all together. It's not sold separately. These 2 pages, they just can't fit all together in one sheet to be printed and copied. But this is the end of the month add-on kits, 2 pages long. Then we have the 2 extra expense tracker headers, and then the 5th week add-on, which has an expense tracker header, a cash envelope header, a budget header, and then a few extra stickers just for fun, a budget setup sticker, a budget closeout sticker, and a sinking fund sticker. So those are the add-ons. I'm also going to be using the extra large 2024 and the extra large Gen Plans font for January. Then I am going to set up some weekly check-in stickers on the last page in the notebook, which is a blank page. We're going to set up 5 stickers today. I figured out a way to get all 5 to fit on the page, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And then finally, I have my always available budget category stickers in the colors that I need for my budget categories. So I'm going to use that today as well. Whew, a whole lot of stickers. By the way, if you do decide that you'd like to use stickers, my Etsy shop is called Life in Envelopes. And I do have a link to the shop in the description box of this video, as well as a coupon code for all of my YouTube viewers. The coupon code is YouTube15, and that will save you 15% on your order. Okay, I'm going to get all the stickers set up, and then I'll come back and we'll run all the numbers.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh, you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last.
Okay, here is my monthly spread with the budget categories key on the side here. And then I have a budget sheet and a cash envelope breakdown sheet. I think there's 5 of these. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I only need 1 budget sheet, but I do use all 5 cash envelope sheets. each week when I go to the bank to pull out cash for my sinking funds and my savings challenges. Okay, next are the expense trackers, and I already have this week's expense tracker filled out. We'll come back to that in just a moment. And there are 6 of those. And then we have the end of the month sheets. So we have a debt payment plan, a monthly net worth tracker, and then the where did my money go sheets. This one is the monthly budget category breakdown, and this one is the monthly debt and savings breakdown. And then this one is the monthly spending comparison, where you compare last month's expenses to this month's expenses. The next sheet is your meal planning sheet. And then finally, this blank page in the back, this is what I'm using to do my weekly check-ins for my variable expenses. So we will do the first week today together. Let's go back to the expense tracker sheet. So usually before I come to you guys, I already have this part done. But what I do is I write down all of my expenses for the week. I highlight them according to their budget category, and then I make a key at the bottom. I make the key at the bottom because that helps when it comes to filling out these last 3 pages, the where did my money go pages. At the end of the month, this information helps to do that. And then I also fill these out based on this information. And I usually have this done before I come to you, but I'm a little out of order today because I'm getting everything set up for the month. So I'm gonna go ahead, get these filled in, and then we will put them on the monthly spread together. Okay, so starting with debts, we had 2 debt payments this week. First, our payment to loan number 2 came out for $142. That comes out every week. And then our mortgage payment of $13.16 came out on the 1st. Moving on to bills, I only had 1 bill come out this week, and that was our car insurance payment for $130. And then for food, we had a couple of grocery trips. We had a Fairway trip for $101. I always round up, so if it was like 100 and some change, I would round up to 101. In case you were ever wondering why I have whole numbers like that. And then we also did Sam's Club for $111. Okay, next is gas for my car, and I did fill up this week, and that was $32. Luckily, I don't have to fill up every week. I just don't go through that much of gas. I went to Target this week and I spent $35 there. Our spending money came out, and I am giving Logan a little bit of a raise this year. So now we're doing $55 a week for spending money. That is spending money for 3 people. Next is savings. Today we are going to save $174, which is quite a bit more than we normally do. So stay tuned for that so you can see where that money is going to go. And then we're also going to do one of my sinking funds today. We're going to put $20 aside for our vacation sinking fund. Okay, so those are all the expenses for this week. Let's get the monthly budget set up. Okay, since this is going to cover the entire month, I'm just going to title it January. Moving on to fixed expenses. So these are my pinks and my purples. So the first one we have is mortgage. So I have it on my budget sheet as $13.35, but it was $13.16, and it was $13.16 last month too. So I'm wondering if my mortgage payment went down. I feel like I need to keep it at $13.35 at least one more month just to be safe. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, next is car insurance, and then internet, cell phones, water and electricity, gas for my house, car payment, loan number 2. Actually, I'm going to write that one last, and we're going to write one for every week that it's going to come out this month. Garbage, Netflix, HBO. Okay, so loan number 2 comes out every Tuesday, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times. Okay, our car insurance payment will be $132. Internet should be $109. Cell phones will be around $83. Water and electricity will now be $401. Our Gas for our house will be about $40. Our car payment is $118. Garbage is $25. Netflix is $17 and HBO is $15. Each of my loan number 2 payments, these are the dates that they're going to come out, is going to be $142 for each payment. Okay, so let's add all of this up together and see how much our fixed expenses are this month. So 2,970, and I'm just going to double check that and make sure that's right. Okay, so it's 29.85, not 29.70. That's why I double check, because I usually do it wrong. Actually, I triple check, and I got 29.85 twice. So we're going to go with 29.85. Okay, moving on to our variable expenses. We have food, gas for the car, miscellaneous, spending money. Okay, and that's it for variable expenses. So for food, we are budgeting $800 this month. For gas, we're budgeting $80. Miscellaneous is $200, and spending is now $220. And then this is what we're going to do the weekly check-in from on each week at that last page. So we're going to go do that in just a moment here. But first, let's see how much that is altogether. That is $1,300, and I'll double check my math. Yep, $1,300. Okay, moving on to sinking funds. So we have Christmas, car registration, vacation, car maintenance, Amazon Prime, that's our Amazon Prime membership, and then Sam's Club. That's also our membership for Sam's Club, our annual membership. And then I have a new one that we're going to start, and that is glasses. And those are for me. Okay, so for Christmas, we want to save $40 this month. Car registration, we want to save $50. Vacation, I want to save $80. Car maintenance, I want to save $50. Amazon Prime, we're going to save $60. And Sam's, we're going to save $10. Now, for glasses, I want to save $20 a week for this, but I also had to borrow some money from David to get new glasses, to go to the eye doctor and get new glasses. My appointment's on Tuesday, so I don't know how much I'm going to owe him yet. So today when we go to fill in this envelope, you'll see that it's way more than 20, but that's because I need to pay David back, and then we're going to start saving for the next set of glasses. Okay, so for extra debt, we don't have anything to write down in that category. Coming down to savings, these are our savings challenges, and I want to save $240. This is approximation. It'll depend on how our income goes this month, my variable income, but I try to save at least $60 a week, so that would be $240. For example, today I know I'm saving more than $60, so I'm going to make a note of 74 there. I think I did that right. Okay, so that's it for the budget. So now let's check in with what came out this week. Okay, so our mortgage came out, and it was actually $1,316, and then the first loan number 2 came out, and that was $142. Car insurance for $130. So a couple of dollars cheaper than what we budgeted. Okay, so let's go to the weekly check-in here in the back. So our categories are food, gas, miscellaneous, and spending. So for food, we started with $800. Gas, we started with $80. Miscellaneous, we started with $200. And spending, we started with $220. So this week for food, let's see how much we spent on food. We spent $212 on food. So 800 minus 212, that's 588 that we have left for the rest of the month. Next is gas. We spent 32 on gas. So 80 minus 32 is 48, which is great, because we'll probably only fill up one more time this month and it will probably not cost that much. Miscellaneous, we spent $35 this week, so that leaves $175. No, if I did that right. No, $165. For spending, we did 55. So 220 minus 55 is 165. Okay, so we can go ahead and get next week's set up. So I'm going to go ahead and write down the categories. And next week we're going to have 588 to start with food, 48 to start with gas, 165 for miscellaneous, and 165 for spending. Okay, so we're all set up for next week. Before we move on to the savings challenges, I just want to point out a couple things that I'm doing differently. So last month I did all of this. All of this goes to a family savings account except for vacation and glasses. So everything that goes to the savings account I did at the beginning of the month last month. I'm going to do it at the end of the month this month. So we're not going to do it today. And then vacation we're going to do each week, a little bit each week. And then at the end of the month I'll mark down how much I was able to save for vacation. And the same for glasses. We're going to do a little bit each week, and then at the end of the month, I'll mark down how much I saved total for the month for glasses. Okay, so let's start by counting how much we're going to be saving this week. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So quite a bit more than I normally save. But the biggest thing is, well, first we had a good week in the Etsy shop. So thank you to everybody who shopped our New Year's sale. And the second thing is I really am going to try to pay back David as quick as possible for the glasses. So that's a new thing that we're doing this week. So the first challenge we're doing is solo. This is from Budget with Ira. I do have a link to his Etsy shop in this description box of this video. So these are the directions in case I forget. So last week I said I'm just going to put the one that we pulled up the right side up, but I don't need to do that. I just need to put it to the bottom of the deck. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we're just going to pull the top card today, and it is 1. So we're going to save $1 today in the solo challenge. I love these cards. They are so beautiful. So let's see how much we have saved so far in this envelope. We're going to do this for the entire year, and then at the end of the year, so like December, we're like November, December area, we're going to stop and we're going to fill as many of the 100 envelopes as we can with the amount that we've saved with this challenge. So far we have saved $4 with this challenge. Okay, moving on to my winter challenge, and this is from Sticky, which is another Etsy shop, and I have a link to her Etsy shop in the description box of this video as well. Today is the 3rd week for winter, and we're going to be saving $5 today. Here's a little close-up of these very cute penguins. I love these. They're so cute. Okay, so let's add $5 and see how much we have now in this envelope. And this also will be going to the 100 envelope challenge eventually, once it is complete. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So this one will happen, this challenge will happen 4 times throughout the year. I have all 4 seasons. She sent me all 4 seasons. So at the end of each season, we will take what's in here and put it towards that 100 envelope challenge. Okay, so this is actually a sinking fund. So we're actually just putting exactly what we want to put in there, which is $20. So vacation is now up to, is this 100? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yes, nice. So we have $100 saved for vacation. Okay, glasses. This is the category which I'm going to start adding 20 a week once I have David paid back, but this week I'm going to put 100 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so that I can pay him back as quickly as possible. Okay, save 5. We're going to roll a dice today to see how many 5s we're going to save. Whatever I roll, that's the number of 5s I'm going to save. So if I roll a 1, we'll save 1 5. If I roll a 6, we will save 6 5s. Wow! I rolled a 6. That hardly ever happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all the 5s. Let's go ahead and add the stickers here. So this particular set, like card and stickers, are from my Etsy shop, Life in Envelopes. I do have a link to my Etsy shop in the description box of this video. And don't forget to use the discount code YouTube15 to save 15% on your order. I'm going to lose track. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. So let's see how much we now have in this envelope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And this one is for potential future car repairs. And when we have this whole card filled out, we'll have $250 saved. Next is save 10. And this is where you guys get to play along with me. Each week I ask you guys to pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. And whatever you pick, or whatever is the most popular number, that's what I'm going to save. So I'm either going to save $10, $20, or $30. So I'm going to flip them over and mix them up. This is always a good time for me to remind you guys to pick a number for next week. Next week, do you want number 1, number 2, or number 3? Okay, so this is an unusual week because 13 friends picked number 1 and 13 also picked number 3. 8 people picked number 2. So number 1 and number 3 are tied. So this is what I'll do. Let's take a look at number 1 and number 3. If I can save all of it, we'll save all of it. But if I don't have enough money to save for both of those, then we'll pick the highest of the 2 and we'll save that amount. So 1 is 20 and 3 is 30. Yeah, I don't think I have $50 left. Nope, I have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $38. So we're going to do the highest number. We're going to do 30. So today we're saving 30. So that means the middle number was 10. So we're going to put 3 stickers down, and then we can see how much total we have saved for this envelope. I think it'll be 100. I think each of these rows is 100. This envelope, by the way, when I have the whole card filled out, I'll have $500 saved, and that's for a potential future house repair. That's what this envelope is for. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yep, I was right. We have 100 saved so far towards that house repair goal. The final one is my 100 envelope challenge. And we had $1 left from last week. This card, it's 1 through 50 on the front, and then 51 through 100 on the back. And we fill it with whatever we have left. So let's see what we have left today, including what we had last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So we can do the 9 envelope, or I could do a couple of smaller ones, but let's just do the 9. Get that one filled. And I put these in their own little separate envelope. I'll show you in just a second here. Okay, so I have this box with all the envelopes in it. So I need the number 9 envelope. And the reason why I do this is because this is a pretty big challenge and it's going to take up a lot of space. Also, I like to seal the money in the envelope. These envelopes have like a self-sealing sticky thing here. You'll see I just peel it up and then I can seal it shut, and that way I won't be tempted to use it until we've completed the challenge. And this money will eventually be going towards paying off debt. Okay, friends, I am going to be doing a Q&A section after this. So if you're logging off here, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. But if you'd like to see the Q&A section, go ahead and stick around for that. Okay, so this first comment is actually an idea comment from, I'm going to try to say this name, Eshaluker23. I don't know if this is too different than budgeting, but have you considered making other challenges/trackers? I was going to set a goal to lose weight and walk more, and it would seem fun to track with stickers. Maybe drinking water. Might be too late to design before everyone gets up on their resolutions. So I love that idea. Let me think about that, because I am actually starting a goal tracker planner for myself. So let me think about that. I'm still in my busy season, so I'm not in a place where I have a lot of extra time for designing, but it might be something that comes in the future. Okay, so this next question comes from KConey113. Maybe you've answered this before, but how do you decide to extra money that can go to savings challenges? Is it based on what you and David already contribute, or is it only when you make extra? Hope that makes sense. Love watching you. Oh, okay, so 60 is budgeted to contribute, so anything above 60 a week. So anything above 60 a week is based on extra income that I bring in. My phone's about to die, so if I seem like I'm trying to answer quickly, that's why. Okay, this next question is from Heather Hogan 7041. How was your Christmas? Was thinking about you. Were you able to get the gifts for the boys you wanted with your savings challenges you had been working on? I hope it all went well. I am always over here in Canada cheering you on. You are my fave. Aw, thank you. So my Christmas was very nice, very low key, and I was able to get them the gifts I wanted. I got them kind of big gifts, and so I only got them one gift each, and David and I split the cost of that, so that was really nice. Okay, this next question is from Lisa Hafner 3337. If it's Logan using the data outside of the home, could you deduct it from his allowance so it might teach him a lesson on responsibility? Yes, but actually a funny story is last month I messed up and I said, oh, I think we went over, but we actually went under. We budgeted $83 and then we only ended up spending 70 something on phones. So actually nobody spent money on cell phone charges last month. So that was really funny. Okay, the next question is from KSU Wildcat 05. How did you transition to cash envelopes? I find myself struggling getting the process started. Looking forward to more TBM check-ins. I have learned a lot with your December ones. So I don't do cash envelopes anymore for anything except for savings challenges and now my two sinking funds, vacation and glasses. Otherwise, I keep everything in the bank. But this is a terrible answer, but I just started. I just did it. I just decided one day to do it and did it and set it up. It was so many years ago, it's kind of hard to remember. I'm sorry, I don't know, that would be a good question. How do you transition to cash envelopes? I'm sorry, I don't have a good answer for you other than come up with a plan, start it, and try to stick to it. Okay, this next question is from Carol Austin 8858. I'm new to your channel and I love it. I'm hoping you do a monthly setup in your budget planner every month. Do you? Yes, I do. That's the video you're watching today. Yeah, every month I do a monthly budget setup. Okay, this next question is from Evie Peters 1. Can you do another day in your life? Love the cooking videos, love your channel, hope you have an amazing new year. Yes, actually every week, I try at least once a week to upload a video of my week from the week before where I share little bits of my life and things I'm doing in the Etsy shop and things like that. It's like a weekly vlog. So that comes out every week. You can go back and watch my previous weeks, and I am planning on continuing to upload one a week for the foreseeable future. Okay, so this question is from Gina Moffat, 1973. Hi, Gina. So, do you have a top goal for the new year? Like mine is get 1 month ahead on bills. Great savings challenges. It seems like it was a good month. So, I actually just made a video where I talk about my goals for 2024. You guys should head over there and check that out, and you can see all the goals. As far as like one of them being the top or the most important above all the rest, I don't think I have one that's like the top. They're all like pretty important to me. So definitely go ahead and check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. She asked the question before I posted the video, so she wouldn't have known. This next question is from Andrea Morrison, 8419. Why not with the money for the envelopes? Why not take the money and pay toward principal loan number 2 because it knocks off the interest off every time, and you pay less because of interest dies off the loan? Yes, I agree. Paying off debt more aggressively, as aggressively as possible is a great way to save on interest expenses. Personally, for me, I tried that and I found that the rest of my life was suffering too much. I feel like you need to find a balance between what you can handle and what you can't handle. And there are some other things in life that need to be paid for even while I'm working on paying off debt. And those are the things that I'm saving for. Okay, so this next question is from Eclectic Rhapsody, 8693. Will you be going over any 2024 goals like financial or business goals, what you wish to accomplish, work on, or try for the new year? So yes, I made that video because you suggested it, and I thought, yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So definitely don't forget to go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. So this next question is from Tracy Serrano, 1919. When you make an extra payment to loan number 2, will your ex-husband match that amount? Okay, so I think that you're asking this because you want to make sure that everything is fair. And what I can say about that is our divorce settlement is done, so I can't make any changes to that now at this point, but it was very, very fair for me. In fact, like I felt like I got more than I deserved, and I felt really guilty about it. And I even told my lawyer, like, I'm not comfortable with this. And she assured me, like, no, this is the best thing to do. And David's so like, he just doesn't care about money. Like he doesn't stress about it. He doesn't argue about it. Like in our marriage, we hardly ever fought about money. Money's not a big deal to him. So anywho, the point is I did get a fair settlement in my divorce. I can't ask for anything extra now at this time than has already been established in the divorce. I mean, I can ask, but not legally. Like there's no legal repercussions for it. And also, according to what I got, I'm getting so much of his income that like I realize there is like hardly anything left for him. And like, so there's nothing more for me to take is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, that saying, like, you can't get blood from a stone. Like if there's no more money to take, you can't take any more money. So yes, it was very fair. Everything was done very fair. Any of my goals and desires beyond that settlement are mine. I'm not going to let his limited income, because the amount I get from him is based on his income, and because he only makes a limited amount of money, I'm not going to let that hold me back from setting goals for myself and things that I want to achieve and safety nets for myself that I want to put in place. I'm not going to let his lower income or limited income hold me back in any way. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, this is from Angels 485. What is your favorite food? I love this question. I love salads and seafood. Like if I go to a restaurant, that's what I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna look for a salad and seafood. Like I love salmon in my salads, and I love shrimp in my salads, and I love like fancy salads from restaurants. And I try to replicate them at home, and I'm struggling, but yeah, like a gourmet salad is my absolute favorite. This next question is from Marusam. Have you thought of creating a book tracker for your shop? Stickers would be fun. I would love to use something like that. I would love that too. I should totally work on that. You guys have such great ideas. The problem is when I have time to then like work on these designs, like in the summertime, I'll have more time and not be so busy in the shop, and I can work on new designs. I hope I don't forget all of your ideas. I need to start like writing them down. But yeah, a book tracker would be awesome. Okay, this is from Callie Love 5977. Jennifer, I am also self-employed and have been for several years. I had some Medicaid coverage for some years due to my old income when I got laid off. I'll need to get insurance in a few months. I was so worried, but checked the calculator marketplace and it said it could cost me $100 a month. It's probably not that much for you based on your net income. For vision insurance, I have glasses too. I go directly through Blue Cross Blue Shield. I just paid my premium for 2024 and it was $110 for the year. Just for new glasses, and it cost me $218 out of pocket compared to $500 without insurance. I know sometimes we tend to worry a lot of stuff because it's unknown. I would suggest taking some time to research all of these things and make some calls. You'd be surprised at how affordable these things can be. Less daunting. Sending you love from Michigan. Ooh, okay, so from what I'm hearing from you is that your insurance options are pretty good in Michigan. That's what I'm hearing. So I think it depends on state to state on what you can get. So when I lost my Medicaid coverage, is it Medicaid that I had? Yeah, my Medicaid coverage in the fall, or late summer, early fall, I looked into how much it was going to cost on the marketplace for me to be covered, and it was $500 a month, which is just insane. But that was based on my income plus David's income because we were married. Once the divorce is final and I can reapply, it's only going to cost me like $50 a month. So that's what I'm waiting for. And that's why I don't have insurance right now, is because I'm waiting for the divorce paperwork to be finally filed, or whatever needs to happen for I get to get that certificate that says I'm divorced, and then I can reapply. So, but in the meantime, I don't have any insurance at all because I can't afford $500 a month. This is from Honey Bunny Budgets. For health insurance for yourself, since you are divorced, would you qualify for Iowa Medicaid now? Also, with your single income, you'll be, okay, yeah. So will you be reapplying for the ACP credit for internet service? Okay. So I don't know about the ACP thing. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I just answered the health insurance question. Sorry, I feel like my phone's gonna die. So that's why I feel like I'm like rushed to answer quickly. Okay, so this next question is from Judith Hess 1552. Wouldn't it make more sense to save money for a safety net as opposed to saving for your current savings challenges or paying off debt so you don't have to continue to go back into debt? So my savings challenges are all forms except for the 100 envelope challenge, which is saving for paying off debt. All the rest of it is for, they're all safety nets. Like I'm saving up for a potential car repair. I'm saving up for a potential house repair. Those are all safety nets. Also with the paying off debt, the why I'm saving up to pay off debt is kind of what we addressed earlier, is you have to have that healthy balance of paying off debt and also, having money available as a safety net because of the interest, you do want to continue to pay off debt. So, okay. Okay, so this is from Anointed Country Girl. Have you ever used Imatrax for migraines? I have not. So the migraine thing is pretty recent and I haven't gone to the doctor to talk about it because I don't have insurance. And the last time I went to the doctor for an earache, it ended up costing $600 total for the doctor's visit and the medication. So I'm like very hesitant to go back to the doctor until I have insurance. But also too, I'm hoping once I get new glasses, the migraines will go away. But if it doesn't, and I have health insurance, then I'll go to the doctor and talk to him about it. Okay, this question is from Linda Star 6569. Why do you start on Tuesday and Monday? She's asking about my vlog, my weekly vlog. I usually start actually on Tuesday or Wednesday. I usually don't do a Monday. And that's because on Monday, I'm just really focused on filling orders and getting everything like started for the week and kicked off, and I'm just really busy. So I feel like I really can't sit down and talk to you guys until about Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, this next question is from She's Running Away 4648. The $1,000 emergency fund, will this be just your money if an emergency comes up, or will your ex have access to that money also for an emergency? Also, if both of you have access to the money, will you be putting the full $1,000 into the fund or only half of it and he contributes the other half? Okay, so the account that it will go into eventually, the $1,000 emergency fund, is a savings account that only I have access to, even though I'm calling it my family savings account. And he's totally fine with that. Like I said earlier, he and I are both very fair when it comes to money, And as far as him contributing more to that, like I said already, he is already giving me everything he can possibly give me. There's no more left for him to give me. So anything above and beyond what was already agreed to in the divorce settlement, anything above and beyond that I want to do, I can do, but I'm not going to ask him to help me with it because I know that he literally doesn't have the money to help me with it. And I don't want his limited money to prevent me from having $1,000 emergency fund if I can afford it on my own. So yeah, that $1,000 emergency fund that I'm going to be refilling, it's with my money. It's in an account that only I have access to, but, and I probably wouldn't ever be in a position where I needed to give it to him, is my thought. Okay, and that is it for this week's questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.